Hi, and thanks so much for joining me. Today we are talking about this La Mer product. If you'd like to see that, please keep watching. This is the item that is being marketed as new, although I did chat with a La Mer representative online and it is the same formula. However, there are new colors. So we're just going to try this on. I'll give you my thoughts and we'll talk about it more at the end. Just some color science, 3-in-1 under the eyes and eyebrows, so that's it. We're gonna go in with Radiant Skin Tint. Again, my shade is in medium 42. I think face products are the things I get most excited about. These are the ones that I really wanna test out. And when I put this on my wrist the other day just to kind of swatch it, I noticed it dried down really nicely. That was different than most skin tints that I've tried. We'll do half, as always. Let's see how the color is. I was afraid it was going to be too deep. I really like the way this feels. I almost think I might like it more than foundation, which is not a surprise because I don't love foundation. It just dries down to a nice velvety kind of touch to it. It does look a little bit more deep though, doesn't it? I wonder if I could have gone with light. I wonder if this oxidizes. Why does this look deeper than it did when it came out of the tube? So let's see if we can cover up anything here. I really like the texture though. It does melt into the skin, but now I kind of want to do a side by side with the foundation so I can see what the difference really is between this and the foundation. But I can see, yeah, I can see it's deeper here than it is here, although it looks closer to like my shoulders, which have been out in the sun. So it gives a little bit of color if that's what you're looking for, but I might want to see that lighter shade as well. Yeah, but I'd love to compare the lighter shade. So skin tint, no skin tint. And this was when I even went down a shade from what I thought it was going to be, so medium dark would have definitely been too deep. I really think though this must oxidize because look, here it is just out of the tube and here it is after it's been out for a while. So those look like different colors. Let's do a little experiment. So I'm just going to do this and let's see how much darker it gets. And then we'll go ahead and get a little bit more out of it and see how it compares. That'll give us a good idea. Let me know if you have this, if you notice anything oxidizing. I mean, it turns to a nice warm color, but I definitely, oh yeah, look. It's definitely deeper than my skin tone. I don't know if I'm ever gonna get this right shopping online, but wow. Yeah, let's see. I just put a swipe on there earlier when I took that out and I let it kind of sit for a second. And I'm going to show you a fresh little bit out of the tube just so you can see the difference because it's different. So here is the one that's been sitting there for about a couple of minutes and then here we are new, just out of the tube. So do you see the difference between what color you get from the tube versus how it dries down? That is a big difference. I see, that's when I wish I could try these out first. So it says, sheer lightweight veil of color delivers visible radiance, even more healthy looking tone. It doesn't say that it's supposed to deepen your skin tone though, does it? It says you can use it under the foundation for a perfecting primer. I don't know, I guess if you want more of a tan look, this is definitely a more tan look for me. Let me just go ahead and conceal and powder. I just added Clay de Peau Concealer, Almond and Mocha. I finished up with the La Mer powder and I went over it with actually a little bit of the Sizzly Blur Powder and the Chantecaille Blur Powder. Yeah, I used the Chantecaille like here because it was a little bit deep. Hopefully brightened it up a little bit. I also went around the perimeter with the Chanel bronzer as well as down the neck. And I just fixed my eyebrows a little bit more. I thought we could do something fun with this palette. I haven't played with it yet, so let's do that bit of an outline here first. We'll just go in the waterline and tight line, and then we'll go underneath. This is a really heavy palette to hold up to use as a mirror. I need to get some kind of dedicated handheld mirror. Yeah, if you know one that's lightweight and larger than palette, because I'm looking for something that I can see a little bit better view of what I've got going on here. Using a palette sometimes is limited in what you can see in terms of the range. So just trying to build up a little bit of definition here. I'm just practicing with this whole technique. but I like it. I'm not good at it yet, but I will keep practicing. We're gonna go in again with this beautiful color here. I'm just gonna go all over my lid and see what happens. That's pretty, really pretty. This brush, I love it, but it's a little bit too big for me. The number 11. Yeah, right in this corner. It's a little bit, could be smaller. Like I would love one that is half this size. I'm gonna go up a little bit more. I love this. It has a beautiful warmth to it. I think I'll use this as a blush as well. Okay, so I've got that on there. Let's go in with this deeper color right here. Let's go underneath and in the corner. We're just gonna do something kind of gentle. Going in with the Guerlain liquid liner just to intensify the lash line. More intense. Let's go ahead with that Pat McGrath. We're gonna go right above where I used the liquid liner, just to soften that. This is, by the way, black coffee. I got a number 8 Ray Morris with this this color right here, just slightly at the end. And then I'm going to take this Wayne Goss number, I don't think there's a number, it's the smallest one. And then I'm going to go in that salmony color again, this one right here. And I'm just going to swipe it like this across. .5 and just soften that a little bit more. Let's go in with this one. Let's go in with this. We'll do this in the inner corner. I want to go on top of the eye with something. Let's go in with this one right here. Let's see what this looks like as a blush, this color. It's very soft though, so there's a lot at one time. Just make sure I don't put too much on. Little bit goes a long way though. I can see how this might get a little bit intense really quickly. Okay, let's just do a little bit of highlight. Oh, what should we use? Let's just go back to this pinkish color, that one right there. I'm just gonna take that on the very end of that brush. Bring out a little texture. Okay, mascara time. I'll be back. So it's definitely fun to play with this palette. I don't think I need to do a review on it. I think there have been so many reviews, but it is such a beautiful palette that I want to continue to see what else I can do with it. Let's go ahead and talk about this La Mer product. Again, it's the Radiant Skin Tint SPF 30 in medium. It says medium 42. As I said before, I did chat with a representative online with La Mer and they confirmed it is the same formula. However, there are new shades, but I was unable to get the information on which were the new shades. So if you know, let us know below, please. I think medium is pretty if I'm just a little bit more tan, but I would really like to try the shade a little bit lighter than this. But I think it goes really well with my tan. My face is so much lighter than my shoulders because I do protect it so much more from the sun as well as exfoliate. So it does match really nicely with my shoulders. It's a hydrating tinted moisturizer which brightens the skin with a natural dewy glow. And I really liked the finish of this. So I would like to do a side-by-side with the Tom Ford. That might be kind of interesting. Actually, I'm wondering if I should do a rundown of my skin tints. That might be interesting as well. Ideal for those with dry, normal, combination, or oily skin types, so all skin types. Broad spectrum SPF 30 antioxidants help protect from environmental stressors like pollution, which can age the look of skin. The look of fine lines is diminished, promoting a smooth, plump, and hydrated appearance. Let's look at this next to buff, just because I'm curious. So we're gonna let that kind of oxidize a little bit because you saw that was really kind of surprising to me. And then let's try buff. I have it right here. So I'm gonna let both of those kind of sit on my skin for a second to let them do what they need to do. And then, yeah, so I'm taking this one. It's 1.4 ounces, paraben-free, phthalate-free, sulfate-free. Okay, now that this has sat on my skin for just a little bit, I mean, you can see this is the skin tint right here, and this is the foundation. So it's definitely, yeah, it is definitely deeper than the foundation. I should have gotten the light. Maybe I will get the light just to see because I really like the texture because it did dry down. It's not dry, but it is a nice velvety texture on my skin. Yeah, I really like it. I think it's a good everyday, very skin-like. I wish they made a concealer in that texture. That would be really nice. If you can think of a concealer with a similar texture, I'd love to try it. But I really liked this. Yeah. Really, really pretty. So I'd love to know anything else about this product that you think would be helpful. I would really appreciate it. But that's it for today's video. So please take care of each other, stay well. And if you enjoyed this video, if you learned something, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Thanks.